Let me tell you the difference between good and evil. When a Muslim blows up a bunch of innocent people or cuts someone's head off and we find the head in one place and the body somewhere else, according to those that are evil and are trying to wash it over, they say, that's not a Muslim, that's just an extremist. However, the same people that say that will tell you that if a man walks in a store and as soon as he walks in there, he decides, I think today I'm a woman. So he goes into the ladies' restroom and uses it. That's fine. He's a woman. He said he was, so he must be. But yet someone who dedicates their life to a false God named Allah knows everything about their religious teachings, which is nothing but a lie, give their life to that crap, take innocent lives. That's not a Muslim, no. Show me one Muslim country where women are treated fairly, where life is valued, and where freedom is valued. There isn't one. And yet they want to ship them over here and say, hey, we got to take care of them. No, send them back to the hellhole they came from. The Muslim religion needs to be banned in America. That's a fact. It's an evil religion. Any religion that says it's okay to kill people is a cult in today's time. We don't do that today. It says in the Word of God, the real Word of God, they will call evil good and good evil. Think about this. Somehow we got this law crammed down our throats that men can marry men and women can marry women. And they say, we just want to be able to live as a couple in love. However, if a Christian owns a bakery and doesn't want to make a cake for two queers because he thinks it's wrong, he thinks sodomy is wrong, and let's face it, what gave us AIDS? It wasn't so much dirty needles as dirty-minded men. But they don't want to admit it's their fault. Of course not. They had nothing to do with it. Their lifestyle has nothing to do with it. Listen, if you slit your wrist, you're going to die. And the good book says that our body is the temple of God. Now, I'll be the first to admit none of us are perfect. However, I love what Carmen said one time. When people want to come out of the closet instead of clean the closet, that's when a country is about to collapse. And that's what's happened today. They call evil good and good evil, right wrong and wrong right. Isn't it amazing to me that we have to be careful not to offend people who believe in a false god named Allah. And yet Christians are mocked everywhere. Jesus is not allowed to be said. You're not allowed to have a nativity scene on a schoolyard at Christmas time, or even say Christmas. It's changing, thank the Lord. Because you know what? Common, good, Christian, decent men and women have seen that. And so people like Trump and people that just want to work and get along and be nice and do what's right are taking this country back over. And these freaks that don't know the difference between right and wrong, they do know the difference. But isn't it amazing, listen to this, isn't it amazing that everyone that believes one thing wrong believes everything wrong? You think about it. Just think about it just for a moment, okay? There shouldn't be a death penalty for murderers, but it's okay to kill babies. That's fine. Somebody owns land, but they find a frog or some kind of tree, they're not allowed to use their own land for anything because we got to protect that frog. That's a bunch of crap. That's just garbage, it's just stupid. It's just ridiculous, and that's what it is. And we don't need to worry about people that are not citizens. If they're here illegally, they need to go back. How simple is that? Would you let somebody break into your home and say, hey, I want to live here now. I want to eat your food. I want to sleep in your bed. And if you invite them in, that's fine. But you know what's going to happen? Pretty soon you're going to be overrun. I want to tell you a true story that happened to me when I was young. I was single, and I lived in a home that I owned. And somehow, people found out, young men from our church, that I had a 3-bedroom house and I lived alone. And before I knew it, I was overrun with young, lazy men. There must have been 12 or 13 guys in my house living there because I'm too nice to say no. What an idiot I was back then. It would have never happened today. And then to top it all off, this is a true story. I get a call from one of my relatives, my aunt, one of my aunts, or aunts. We say aunts in Virginia. And she said, I want to come live with you, Andy. I need a place to stay. I told her, I said, Brenda, I got nowhere for you to live. I got 12 guys staying here. I got to get them out. She said, if you don't let me come live with you, I'm going to kill myself. Well, back then I would have told her to go ahead and do it if she's that stupid. And I know that's not being loving, but anyway, you have to know Brenda. So I let her move in with me. So now I got her, and she takes all these pictures of her family, puts them all over my house. And I got all these guys living there, and her. You know what I finally did? Because I was young then. I just moved out. I just left the house, took all my stuff and left, said, hey, y'all have fun and enjoy living here. And hopefully one of you will pay the rent because ain't nobody but me paying it. And I felt bad for the landlord, but I was really young, so I don't know what happened there. But what I'm saying, I digress, is this very simple logic. Think about it just for a moment. There is no such thing as global warming. Any common sense person knows that. And you know what? Since it's been proven, then let's change the word to climate change. Isn't that the 4 seasons? Of course it is. I don't understand why people get suckered into lies. It's so simple. Just see the truth and believe it and go with it. Jesus is the truth. There is no Allah. That's just a figment of some demented man's imagination who is full of the devil. And people have followed it because they get killed if they don't. So anyway, let's make America great again, okay? And that's all I got to say for right now. Have a great day. Bye.